Right, now. Hands up who's never been through like this sort of caper before. Right? And hands up then who feels just a bit of a Jessie biscuit for thinking you need to turn up in the first place.
Right.
All right.
Glenn Miller was actually an alien.
I want to assure one and all that the purpose of the K Delta Blue Nebula mission is purely humanitarian.
Hey! God. What do you want?
Can I come?
Ask your mum.
Come where?
Cup tie tonight. United and Wimbledon.
Can he come? Give over. It's about time we got him started on his education. You better sing loud.
Flying gigs, running down the wing. Flying gigs, running down the wing. Just by the way. Flying gigs, flying gigs, flying gigs, running down the wing.
I don't suppose we've any snaps.
I'm sorry?
From the other weekend. I heard there was a sight more than breast-bearing went on in them woods.
All very liberating, as I'm sure Pa can testify.
I don't think so. Your father appears to believe that in his case, the concept of liberation is somewhat a surplus to requirements.
Really? With respect, Pa, it did appear to me you were able to, as it were, exorcise certain demons of a persistent and arguably painful nature. The business of Alistair, for instance.
Think we've covered all that needs to be said on the subject, Morty? The weekend itself had its interesting moments. Fascinating to see those with genuinely acute problems being helped. Wouldn't recommend it personally. Schedule, please, Phoenix. Phoenix, schedule.
If you require the services of a personal secretary, honey, may I suggest you advertise the post? If, however, you are inquiring as husband to wife, I am happy to tell you that my diary contains only 2 engagements today. 5 o'clock, high tea. 5:45, the arrival of Father Casper prior to departure from Manchester and the opera.
Oh, God, is that tonight?
You haven't gone off the idea. I booked it months ago.
You might recall circumstances were rather different then.
I think I've scored.
Where?
His nibs. He had palpitations when I bent across and topped him up.
I'm not surprised. You could drive a double-decker through that cleavage.
Oh, this is the life. Shame I'll have to be making tracks one of these days.
Why will you?
I can't stop here. Plaguing your dad, stepping on our pet's toes. Besides, I don't like hanging about too close to the last job.
The cash and carry? The heat went off weeks ago. We're safe enough now.
You can never be too careful. Anyhow, here's to absent friends.
Anyone in particular?
Morris, our friend in Spain.
Good riddance to him. She didn't say when he'd be back.
His mum hadn't a clue.
I suppose we could have left the money with her.
We could, On the other hand, he's had 3/4 of it, which is 3/4 more than he deserves. So, if Mr. Morris Headcase wants the rest, he'll have to wait for it.
Any luck, the Spanish police will pick him up, shove him inside for the next 10 years, and we can forget he ever existed.
Take it easy, then. Some of us have to work for a living.
I'm wondering whether you're not being slightly premature, my dear.
I'm not with you, honey.
In that the issue is not actually due for another 4 months.
Oh, sure, honey. In the flesh. But in the spirit. Our child is with us now. Every moment. My whole being resonates with his presence. Can't you feel it? Won't you let yourself open up and share it with me?
I think, on balance, I prefer to leave that side of things to you, my dear.
What's up now?
This came for you.
Well, it's not the end of the world, is it?
Well, I can only say it's their loss.
Whose?
It was that business in the woods. I'd been drummed out of Clufos.
You're joking?
Writing to inform you that following emergency general meeting, to which, note, I was not invited, decided by an overwhelming majority to terminate your presidency of the Clitheroe Unidentified Flying Object Society and, wait for it, to instate Bruce Gutteridge, surprise, surprise, in your place. I mean, the mind absolutely boggles. Well, for their information, I was about to resign anyway. What's the point of being a man of vision amidst all that mediocrity? Something the matter? My dear Petula, knowing how fond Alistair was of you, I feel sure he would have wanted to be remembered by some small token, and I am happily able to provide. This was a gift from his maternal grandmother on the occasion of his christening, and I have an intuition it's something you might appreciate. Very best wishes, Georgina Spencer Russell, from Mummy. Well, let's see what she said. What did she mean about Alistair being fond? I suppose if you were going to Italy together... Well, that's just typical. I'm always the last to know. No one tells me anything.
There was nothing to tell.
So, how far are we now?
Unfortunately, too far to do anything about it. Don't let me keep you mort.
In for a check.
That's correct.
Got this cold. Can't shake it off.
Romping naked through damp woods won't have helped.
No, I suppose not. You both gone in?
Oh, hardly. In case you've forgotten, my husband's involvement hitherto has been negligible.
I think now's a good moment to run those errands.
Of course, it's rare to find a man who continues to take an interest after the actual conception stage.
Why don't I catch a lift back with Jack Heslop?
Look, I know what it seems like.
Do you?
But it's not.
You'll forgive me if I seem a bit distracted, but I do have a lot of things on my plate.
Mrs. Dundish, please.
Shall I drive you back?
That won't be necessary. Oddly enough, I can still manage to fit behind the wheel.
Dad, have you seen our Nathan?
Last I heard, he were round the front, practising Glory, Glory, Man United.
Look, I've kept me distance.
You certainly have.
I run for cover. It's all new to me, this. Married woman, nipper. I've been scared shitless.
Just tell me, I'm slightly curious. Did you ever have any genuine feelings for me, or was it just a ploy to get to my husband?
You what?
You see, I've always considered myself fairly broad-minded, but I'm beginning to realise there are some things I can't quite stomach.
Like what?
Like my husband having an affair with my lover.
Come again?
I suppose it must be my convent upbringing. Really makes one horribly conservative.
An affair?
It's just I'm not fearfully good at standing by while my husband clutches another man to his breast and murmurs sweet nothings in his ear.
You sure you're not imagining this?
At the Wild Man weekend, was that my imagination?
Oh, that... Christ... It was a game.
A game?
Part of the weekend. Men's talk. Give each other ego massage. Jeez, I don't believe this. You thought we were giving it the old 1-2?
Oh, that's terribly convincing.
You don't want to be convinced.
Oh, on the contrary, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Well, all right, then.
Nathan! Nathan!
Pardon me, could we schedule in some time? I would really value access to your database.
You what?
Would you recommend disposables or reusables? What is your view re optimum weaning procedures? As an established mother, I could really use your input here.
My advice is don't bother planning. It never turns out the way you thought. Nathan!
All change again?
Well, you know what they say about the spice of life.
Why is it? Everyone else seems to have it sussed, so to speak.
What?
I don't know. Women, career, the future, life.
Do they?
Well, look at you. Running the estate, successful marriage, family, security.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I just don't seem to be able to get the hang of it somehow.
What?
I don't know. Anything. You see, the problem is, no one ever seems terribly interested. I mean, in me. What I have to say. What's on offer. And I think that's part of the problem, because in my opinion, I have a lot to offer. The tricky bit's getting that across. You know, convincing people. I mean, you definitely couldn't say I was boring. Could you?
Nathan! Have you seen him? I thought he was with you. Nathan! Where is he?
I've got lots of interests, hobbies. Some of them quite unusual. It's not as if I'm stumped for topics of conversation. In fact, there's been the odd occasion when I almost feel I've talked too much. But then I think, well, at least that's better than not having anything to say, because then people just think, oh, boring, which I don't honestly believe I am. But there comes a point where yet another, inverted commas, prospect immediately leaves the room the moment you walk in, where you think, well, I'm obviously having some effect, but is it the right one? And then...
I'm sorry, I was miles away. You were saying?
Why don't I, leave you to it?
All smiles again, is it? I'm sorry. That wouldn't be our Dex doing. Look, it's no skin off my nose. He's well out of romper suits. But I wouldn't like to think of him being took advantage of.
Advantage? By me? If only. I can assure you, contrary to all appearances, your son has a highly developed survival instinct. If anyone retires hurt, it certainly won't be him.
And what happens when the kiddie arrives?
God knows. I'm sure we'll think of something.
His Nibs takes a shine to the odd rough diamond, does he?
Not in my experience.
Must be the change of life. Mind, you can't blame the poor bugger. Her ladyship hardly looks the type to keep the cinders stoked.
Hello?
Have you missed him yet?
Where is he? If you lay one finger on him.
Oh, I don't think it need come to that. As long as you girls do as you're told.
He's got him! He's took Nathan! He says we're to bring the rest of what we owe to Hardwick Street car park for our fate tonight. I know we don't.
Who? What's happened?
You mean Morris? Oh, God, what's he going to do with him?
You've got to call the police.
That's not as simple as it sounds.
Isn't it?
I know, I've met him.
I think I already have, or rather witnessed him in action.
How do you mean?
When he availed himself of your hospitality to inspect our premises.
You saw him that night and you never said out.
I wasn't sure my interference would be welcome. The man's quite clearly a psychopath.
That's being generous.
I don't understand. What exactly does he want with you?
And do you know where I've just come back from?
No.
Marbella, Spain. Can you guess who I was looking for?
Who?
Dad. You know what? I didn't find him.
Because he's not there.
Oh, is he not? So where might he be then?
Is anyone else involved? Your sister? Declan?
They own out, but that makes no odds. If he wants to sting us, he'd just as soon stuff them.
Well, I'm sorry, but this is unacceptable. That this lout should think he can hold you all to ransom.
He doesn't think. He knows.
Well, it's about time someone set him right. What time are you meeting him?
8:30, but hang about.
There's also the question of the money. You're still how short?
Nearly 500 quid.
So what I propose is we call in at cash point on the way there, pay him off, make it clear this is the final instalment. Once we have Nathan safe in the car.
We? Look, it's a nice gesture, but there's no need for you to get yourself involved.
People who concern me are involved, therefore I am involved.
What's this then, Girl Guides meeting?
Shall we speak later?
What's that all about?
Just a bit of gossip.
Pamela. Coffee for 4 in the drawing room and, some of these specimens perfectly acceptable.
I don't need this. Trying to run outside caterers from inside a gannet colony.
What you need is a sense of humour.
What I need is my own premises.
Have you got a moment?
No!
Charming.
Oh, I'm out of condition.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Joanna seems rather perky. Drive must have done her good. She's been having a rough time of late, prey to certain misunderstandings.
I put a few things straight.
Jolly good. Did you? Marvellous. She'll appreciate that. You know, Jo's marvellous, really. But there may come a time when she wants you all to herself.
You reckon?
Not that one could blame her. In her shoes, I'd probably want to make an honest man of you myself.
Not sure I fancy being an honest man.
No, well, you may be right. Why spoil a good thing? It's all rather confusing, isn't it? I mean, it's not as though I don't love her, too.
You all right?
Yes. Well, possibly not. Bit of a dilemma. Question being, how to proceed. Ought one to speak one's mind, or keep it all under wraps? Damn one's feelings.
Just gob it out. You could only get your head smacked.
I suppose. Well, in that case, I was only wondering whether there might ever come a time when you'd... I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm talking about some kind of permanent crossing the frontier, least of all at Joanna's expense, but had the idea occurred that you might, from time to time, oscillate?
You are?
Is that the expression? Swing both ways, as it were.
Look, you're a good mate. In some ways the best mate I've had, but I don't think I'm ready to swap shirts just yet.
Right, yeah. Except, when you say just yet, does that mean at some future point you might consider reconsidering?
Listen, the Martians might land. Stockport County might win the cup. Anything's possible.
What's happened to you?
Oh, just a bit of a kickabout with the youngster.
Don't you think it's about time you learnt to say his name, Mort? He's practically family, you know.
Yes, I suppose he is.
By the way, I'm not coming tonight. Oliver can have my ticket.
I thought Traviata was rather a favourite of yours.
I don't think I can bear to sit still for 3 hours.
Ah, is Declan by any chance staying behind?
As far as I know, he's going to the match.
The match?
In Manchester. United and Wimbledon, I believe. Didn't he mention it?
Tonight?
Yes.
Right here.
Weird lot, aren't they? When they're in season. Or out of it, for that matter.
Tell me, Jackie, you officially divorced from Mrs. Belcher?
Oh, chance to be a fine thing. We never learn, do we? Suckered for the swing of a hip, the twinkle in the eye. And grey hairs make us none the wiser. This breeding business, more bother than it's worth. I mean, you get no medals, no peace, no time off for good behaviour.
Yeah. Yeah. Does seem a touch daunting sometimes. Prospect again after all these years. Not sure one's even fully mastered the technique. Not if one's existing offspring anything to go by.
My gang, I'd flog the lot if I thought I'd get out for them. One of these days I can see I'll bloody swing for them. Oh, cheers.
Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace.
What's that Pagliacci?
Gianni Schicchi.
By Rossini?
Puccini.
That's marvellous.
Is it?
I had no idea you were a buff. Are you by any chance fond of Verdi?
You found the little one? Oh, yeah. He'd gone to his pal in the village.
What time are we leaving?
I don't think I'm going.
You what?
I thought I might go for a bevy with me mum.
What are you up to, the pair of you?
We've just got other priorities, that's all.
Just so you know, Pa, I petitioned Father Casper for use of the school minibus.
For what purpose, Morty?
Well, this evening, in that we've offered the tenants a lift to Manchester.
I do not recall being consulted in that arrangement. And I gotta tell you, there is no way the fetus and I can permit our movements to be restricted.
Ah, well, as to that aspect, if it gets crowded, I could probably accommodate someone on my lap.
You're not going to the match? You don't know the first thing about football?
I beg to differ, Gollywally. I have had some experience of the game.
You've got the wrong scarf on. United don't play in purple.
I don't have any particular allegiance to flaunt. I'm going as a disinterested observer.
Oh, you'll be very popular.
Good evening, pilgrims.
Where's the monk coming?
She's not in the mood.
Neither am I.
Try and see that Oliver enjoys himself.
Ah, well, that I'll have to leave in Pa's capable hands.
What's that?
Forgot to mention, Pa, I won't actually be joining you. I've given my ticket to Mr. Belcher.
What?
You see, I was wondering if it wasn't time we all broadened our horizons a bit. I thought I might go to the match. Cheerio.
If he's touched our Nathan, I'll murder him.
You won't get the chance.
Iron Maiden, presumably some modern sub-Wagnerian travesty.
Might I just glance at those tickets? I don't wish to alarm anyone, but I fear your father may have got his dates wrong.
What?
We appear to be a week early.
I don't remember that week.
Alas, no! I'm afraid that doesn't tally with my memory of the overture to La Traviata.
Morty.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, well, here we go. Big old one. Not much of that out here.
Small toast to my initiation. I've come prepared to wrestle with bears and run with the wolves, as it were. he saying?
It's a champ. Eric Cantona.
Who's he?
Number 7 shirt.
I see. And how's it go?
Cantona. I said Cantona.
Cantona. I say Cantona. I'm getting the hang of it.
So, kill him, Brucey! Take his leg off!
Move your ass, Pally! Nail him to the bleeding deck!
All rather fascinating, don't you think?
Especially.
But when you know what's actually going on, I mean, in this culture, it's not just about watching a match.
Isn't it?
Good Lord, no. What's going on around us as we speak? Particular rites of passage, in their own way, no less mystical than anything the Red Indians might have practiced. Isn't that right?
I don't think us lot see like that. For us, it's just a good excuse to balloon about.
Can I ask you something? Do you think I'm attractive?
You mean, do I find you attractive? Or are you attractive?
Is there a difference?
Well, it might be that you are attractive, but I might not think you are.
Well, does that mean you don't?
Look, can you not just zip it and watch the game?
Well, I won't be offended, but you're quite brutal.
I can promise you something. You won't be attractive with a size 6 Doc Martin boot in your gob.
Starving.
I know where they do a good vindaloo.
Jesus! Tonight and tomorrow. I'd know them geeks anywhere. You're looking a mite constipated out, son. Is it your irrigation still playing up? His Holiness and all. Lord bless us. Do you mean to tell us my little wedding gift has worked already?
I beg your pardon?
The mare's urine. Sure, 'tis the best aphrodisiac I know of. So, what brings you here on a night fit to freeze the bollocks to brass?
We're awaiting collection.
So, you can come in out of the cold, can't you?
Come in? Where?
Damn!
Now what? Oh, that's us paggered.
We've got most of it. Surely he won't quibble over £200.
Over £200, he'd kneecap his own mother.
So, how would the average juvenile in this sort of setup win his spurs?
His what?
Gain entry into the upper ranks. The top boys, so to speak.
Depends. On what? How big he is. Size of his gob. What bastards his mates are. Could be anything. Ripping the balls off one of their lot. Spitting on the copper, running on the pitch. Necking the St. John's ambulance burn. Fetching the half-time bottles.
Oh, well, seize the day, as the saying goes. I think I might take a small stab at one of your less arduous rituals.
You getting the teas in?
No, actually, that's not what I had in mind. See, the problem is this, what everyone does.
It's a marvellous thing, having the likes of that Hercules keeping your rug warm.
Here, got any change, love? Wife to support, little on the way.
Honey, I am totally sympathetic to the plight of these people. I once wrote a paper on third world poverty. I'm even prepared to take out a covenant to put roofs over their heads. But right now, I really don't want to talk to any of them.
Somewhere. 8 minutes we've got. If he thinks you're not coming, the little un's neck'll pay for it. Get behind this wheel.
You what?
Let him think you're on your own. We'll keep a low profile.
But do these people actually live here?
Too true, me old dove. Die and all. Some think that that's the softer option.
Well, shouldn't something be done about it?
We could organise one of our celebrated sponsored walks, collect a few pennies and salve our inflamed consciences.
His best bet's to shove a chub on his kisser or plead insanity.
But surely they wouldn't charge him. What's he guilty of?
Having the wrong accent, giving him the runaround, and like a reservoir up to his ears. Bring us out and mash these places.
Oh, well, I suppose I'll have to sort it all out.
We could be here till next week.
It'd choke us.
And that's a fine way to talk to your mother.
What mother's that? Not the one that did a flit the moment the heat got prickly.
Too right, old son. At my age, you can afford the luxury of not getting strung up as accessory with your own crew. But I see your neck's still off the loose. What happened to the carcass?
Vinny. He's fertilising the King Edwards.
Best place for him. You won't catch us eating any of your homegrowns for the next decade.
I doubt you'll be invited.
You see, if you can put yourself in my shoes, I don't know if you've ever wanted to commit some rash gesture, some folie de grandeur. To impress someone, to make them see you in a different light, as it were. I mean, is that such a crime? I asked myself, and even if it were, I don't suppose you've such a thing as a bucket.
He's not here.
What a ghastly place. You best get out the car. Shouldn't one of us go with her? Look, you've done us a favour, the dosh and that, but we're dealing with a head case here, and you've our taxpaying to think of.
Yes, I was thinking.
And
And whatever you do, keep your head down and your mouth shut. When's the joyous advent?
Oh, February, I believe.
I just want to alert you, honey, that this is not the kind of environment I want our child to have a pre-birth memory of.
Yeah, indeed. Quite.
I am trying to think beauty. I am trying to think purity. But there is only so much one can visualize when one is faced with such ugliness, such negativity.
Well, perhaps it might be an idea if we made our way back to the... Phoenix?
Look, this is totally preposterous. My brother is a member of the local choir, and my father used to be an ambassador. They didn't charge you, did they? I'm in court next week.
Sorry, mate. We don't usually have this effect on visitors.
No. It's her, she's, it's her predicament, condition. She's expecting.
Not anymore, old son.
Beg your pardon?
The missus is resting comfortably.
Oh, that's a relief.
Having been safely delivered of a cushion. I'm afraid there's not much family resemblance.
Well, I don't... What's going on?
'Tis the nearest you'll get to parentage. This time round. And I'm afraid her ladyship's marbles are in need of a good fettle.
On your own, men. Well, are we ready to play ball? Count it for me. Not that I don't trust you. No, that didn't hurt, did it?
I want him back. Now.
Already? I don't know if I want to let him go just yet. You've been having a great time with your Uncle Matthew, haven't you, eh? He's been keeping me entertained for hours. Thunderbirds, Ryan Giggs. You know, I didn't realise Disney had a new one out. The Great Disappearing Dad. Or whatever happened to good old Vinny. And I hear they do good deals on manure in your neck of the woods. Those spuds must be coming up a tree with all that shit in the soil. So I think we've still another deal to negotiate. This one's called Hush It Up, Baby. Sadly, it's not cheap. But I think we better go for it. Or I might accidentally let slip to some of our Vinny's mates. Or even the boys in blue. Then where would we be? The gorgeous Petula. Sunshine here. That little brother of yours.
Is he dead? I don't think so. Should we call an ambulance? Can't just leave him. Let's get out of here fast.
slight unforeseen delay, Daddy. How was your evening?
I think we'd like to get home as soon as possible, boy.
Anyone mind if I nab this cushion?
No!
Just a reminder, as Morty found out, it is a criminal offence to run onto the pitch at a football match. And next tonight on BBC One, England take on Greece at Wembley.